Are you hungry? Well, hi, this is Santa Claus, and who we have here is Tasha. And I think she's a beautiful Siberian Husky, and it's feeding time, as you can tell by her excitement and, and her wagging the tail. Would you like this? Now, Tasha, because we are up in the North Pole, we don't always have the conveniences of having like dog foods and that kind of thing. But we do have lots of frozen fish. And what you're about to see is what is a normal meal for Tasha. She eats a lot of raw food and keeps her healthy. So, come here, Tosh. Come on. Come here. Do you want this? Okay, come on. Get this. Eat this. Okay. Would you like this? Huh? Oh, look at her. Look at, okay. Ah, and there you go. Now, as you can see, this is a whole fish. Fins, head. Come on over here. Okay, lay down. Lay down. Come on, down. So, and she's going to consume that whole thing just for you. So, now. Now, I'll tell you what, while she's doing this, she's not wasting any time on this, I'll tell you a little more about Tasha. She's actually one of our sled dogs, but she's retired. She's 13 years old on her next birthday. And generally, Huskies like her live to about 15 to, well, I should say 12 to 15, 15 being about the highest. Now, we retired her a few years back, so she's become more of a family pet than she is a sled dog anymore. But she still loves to be fed like a sled dog. So, and fish is one of her favorite meals of all. So, now, what's really fun about Tasha is she was born on a very special day. She is one of 6 litter mates, and she was born on Christmas Day. It'll be 13 years this Christmas. So, so she's very special to us just for that reason alone, being born on her favorite day. Now, I've written a book, which is recently out, just been released. It's called Faith, Hope, and Reindeer. And in that book, I mentioned Tasha because she's been a part of our lives for so many years. But, so she's even got a couple pages dedicated to her. You're not wasting any time with this, are you? No. So she's got a couple pages dedicated just for her in Faith, Hope, and Reindeer. So if you pick that up, you can read a little bit more about her being a puppy. But as I say, she's a very healthy girl. Her fur and everything is as soft as it was when she was a young lady herself. So it's been a little while since we've given her a fish. Normally she's kind of weird. She starts in the middle and then will eat to both ends. But this time she started at the tail, and she's just consuming this thing from tail to head. So it's actually very healthy for her. She's been on a raw meat diet all of her adult life. So things like this are actually very good for her system and good for, being able to ward off a lot of diseases and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I think the fins would stick in my throat, but is that good? You haven't had one of these in a while, have you? No. We're down in our summer home in East Tennessee, so if you wonder why there's grass instead of snow, that would be why. So, and we brought her down with us since, like I said, she's become more of a family pet than a sled dog or a work dog. We use sled dogs up north for, pulling the mail back and forth and for running errands and that kind of thing. So we have quite a few Huskies. Yeah, you can. Now she actually happens to like her fish frozen, which means we call them fish sickles. And she, for some reason, she just seems to like the fact that when they're frozen like that, I guess they taste good or feel good as she's eating them. So, but as you can see, she's not having too much trouble with any part of this fish. She's working on the head now, so. You still have more. Keep going. A husky's teeth are very strong, and they can go through a lot of bones and through frozen fish and that kind of thing with very little trouble. So, she's so dainty, she doesn't like to use her front paws to hold anything. She doesn't like to get them dirty. She's very unusual for her breed on that. She's also very unusual from the standpoint of she stays very close to Mrs. Claus and I. If she doesn't see us in her line of sight, she'll come find us. She likes to stay very close to us, and is also very unusual in the fact that she won't run off or wander off in different areas. So, boy, you're shaking the whole ground now. You are going to break that into smaller pieces, aren't you? Yes, leave the tablecloth. She actually has a couple holes punched in it. Well, the head's gone, the tail's gone, the bottom fins are gone. She's working on just behind the gills now and the center of the fish, so. Well, this should tide you over for a little bit. I gave her a larger than normal one because we haven't really fed her much all day today, so. And just like that, it's gone. Good girl.